President Muhammadu Buhari has once again appointed a dead person into the board of one of the federal government agencies. The dead man is Chief Tobias Chukwuemeka Okuru, the member nominee for Ebonyi State, listed as number 12 in the President's letter to the Senate President, Ahmed Lawal. He died on February 27, 2020. The President had, in compliance with Section 154(1) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, in a communication to the President of the Senate dated March 18, 2020, requested for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of 38 nominees as chairman and members of the Federal Character Commission (FCC). Okuru, aka Aliza, as he was fondly called, was a former member of House of Representatives 2011 to 2015. His bid for re-election on the platform of Labour Party in 2015 failed after he dumped his former party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Okuru and his supporters later joined the All Progressives Congress (APC) after he lost his case at the Election Tribunal and Appeal Court. He was also the pioneer Chief Whip of Ebonyi State House of Assembly 1999 to 2003 and a one-time commissioner in the state. Former Commissioner for Information in Ebonyi State, Dr. Chike Owen, an indigene of Eza South local government area, where Okuru hailed from, posted on his Facebook page on Tuesday, when the late nominee's name was announced in the Senate, that Buhari should leave them to mourn their dead. PMB, please, in God's name, leave us alone to mourn our dead. Keep your belated appointment, Owen said. Another Eza indigene, Comrade Kizito Nwankwo, also lamented the death of the nominee on his Facebook page. Nwankwo wrote, "How I wish you are here to hear your name reverberating in the chambers of the National Assembly as an appointee of Mr. President. We all waited for it, and it came only when you had gone, deepening the hole in our hearts, reminding us the vacuum your departure created. For over 4 good years, you worked and hoped for today to come. You rejected advances from the main opposition party to your party. You kept faith with APC and trusted in Mr. President. It's a pity you are no more here to receive the presidential handshake we had all expected on your swearing day. The last time such an inauspicious appointment raised eyebrows was in late December 2017, when Nigerians noticed that among a list of a new appointments into the governing boards of agencies and parastatals were no fewer than 8 deceased persons, among whom were late Reverend Christopher Utova as member of Nigeria Institute of Social and Economic Research, late Senator Francis Okpozu as chairman of Nigerian Press Council, and late Chief Donna Ugbaja as a member of the Consumer Protection Council." So guys, this whole thing of every time and every now and then the president is always appointing people who are, maybe dead people and all of that, shows that they don't even know what they are doing. That shows that there is no proper coordination. And unfortunately, those who are working with the president are not doing their due diligence, because they will say, "Oh, yes, sir, we have done everything." Of course, he might not have that whatever to start checking one after the other. The people who are working under him, they are the ones disappointing him. And that is to tell you they don't even have his own interest. They're not even looking towards, for him to achieve what he needs to achieve, even being in that seat. Everybody just there doing their own thing, because I see no reason why they will not be able to do their due diligence. You will say everything is correct, everything is okay, and the man will just go and sign. And at the end of the day, this kind of a thing has been happening since he came on board. It has been happening over and over again, and it's compulsory that, or it's necessary for him to have even sacked them. It can't just be embarrassing. They can't just be embarrassing you every now and then. Because let's be realistic, he might not be able to know in detail of who is who or who is not. Of course, I'm just trying to make an excuse just so that it won't be as if maybe one is just trying to, every time castigate him. What of the people who are working under him? If he's not even, if he's old, if he's not getting a lot of things because of the most of the jobs he does. The other time the wife was complaining that, oh, because of most of the work, that two of them do not have a pillow talk. That's by the wayside. But what of the people who are employed, who are appointed to do the needful, to check everything? You can imagine. Just yesterday or this morning, they are telling us the reason why the speech, the broadcast speech that the president was supposed to, that was supposed to come on live on Monday. Before that time, maybe hours before that time, or even a day before that time, it has already leaked, and Femi Additional has a infantry to come and be telling Nigerians this and this cock and bull stories. It's a shame. It's a shame. If even the speech that was supposed to be delivered on live broadcast, it has already filtered away. What are we talking about? Is it this one that they will not be able to look at thoroughly? It's unfortunate that they are just embarrassing the man. All of them embarrassing the man, and they tell you, oh, they are this, they are that. What are you doing in that place? It's unfortunate, but it's kind of it's been repeating itself over and over again. Be repeating itself over and over again. Someone says here that only the dead knows their own. Of course, you know that Nigerians, they know what they know. They know what they believe. It's never his PMB fault. The name might be submitted to the Senate before he's dead. Nigerians know how to conclude issues without proper verification. And another says, whatever the case may be, it shows something is wrong. It's really wrong. Someone says, the dead knows the dead. Nothing is impossible in Nigeria. Do we know whether he may walk from the grave? Okay. Our president is so active. Nominating a dead man into a board is equal to a dead board. My people, what do you think? What many people are not aware is that most of these proposals stay in the processing, which takes very long time to its maturity stage. When their names are put in the proposal stage, they all alive. That does not mean at that particular time, in as much you are just there for him for you to sign. Those who have compiled the names, this is not an excuse. Those who have compiled the names, they ought to have known as soon as it will be ready. Or maybe those who you have compiled their names, and as soon as anything happens, it is causing demands that you quickly, or that is the right thing to do, quickly remove and adjust. It's not an excuse at all. This kind of a thing will be repeating itself. When have we heard that it's happening, in other countries? That is to tell you they don't even know what they are doing. It's not an excuse. If you have submitted that name for a very long time, and there should be somebody who is in charge of that particular nominees or whatever. The person ought to have, you'll be monitoring all of those, because it has been happening. This is not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time, not even the fourth time. It's been happening. So that should have even given them a kind of clue, an opportunity for them to know that anything could happen to anybody. Then you'll be able to do that. So what are we talking about? President Muhammadu Buhari is just a Tokumbo television that have no remote. Since the remote control Abakari is not there to tell what to say, was the reason why the audio president is confused. The country is going anti-clockwise. Does that be the fault of a Mr. President who brought the name of the disease? Someone says, how is the president expected to know the health status of nominee from over 360 constituencies? It's not his duty. People who are in charge are supposed to have, they're supposed to be up to the game. Not that you just leave things because all this I don't care attitude. Okay, what of it? Some people are really making excuses. What about the speech that got leaked, that Femi Additional started telling us what we don't understand? You people should not blame Buhari, but blame those rogues working for him. Exactly. And who always embarrass the old man. Yes, they are the ones to be blamed, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And one thing he needs to do, he should fire them. He should fire them. They need to be disciplined. This is not the first time this kind of a thing has been happening. That's what we are talking about. If it is first time, we'll say, okay, maybe, of course. But this has been happening. It's been happening over and over again. And you expect people to just accept it like that every now and then. The same excuses people will just be making. The excuse I'm making for him is that those who are under him are supposed to be dealt with. But he will leave them. He won't do anything because they know that he will not do anything. Someone say empty brain. It's because Southerners, most especially the Southeastern, don't bury their dead relations early. They are rather preserved in the morgue endless. By so doing, it can make a non-relative forget that such a person is dead. And another thing I want to believe, there are too many saboteurs in government circle who are just in corridors of power to rubbish every government effort, especially those who are serving in government, who has no business being in government in the first place. Someone have nominated that name to the president, and whoever it is has to be punished. And someone says, okay, if you say because the people of the south, they don't bury their people on time, it's not an excuse. And someone said, if a list was handed to Mr. President some months back, I think it is only normal for those blind non-entities in APC to run through it again before making any pronouncement. That is it. Okay, even if the man has signed, you need to go through again before you make any pronouncement. What are we talking about? And at least that makes sense. They need to look at it again, and before making any pronouncement many months later. Selfish bunch of thieves. Of course, because they are not serious with their jobs, they need to be fired. The explanation could be anything. It is obvious that something is wrong. Let's not start to analyze what's wrong and how it's wrong. Nobody should blame PMB. He doesn't know that those people one-on-one. Their CVs were submitted and recommended long time ago. Then they were still alive. Otipa Wahala, the dead employ the dead balance. Nigeria government is in the hands of the dead. That is why everything is not working. So you blame him, or you are blaming him for that. What do you understand by the word division of labor? Blame those that are assigned to do their job. Yes, that's what we are saying. Those who are assigned to do their job, they are not doing their job at all. Like I said, this thing has been happening, over and over again, and this is not time to be accepting all these excuses that are not really tenable. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below. Thank you.